Welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and we're having a look at lockout lines today because we're coming up to the 4th anniversary of the creation of lockout lines, which was done, I think, on the Skunkworks collective, and Riff Clown is the leader there and was very heavily involved. So I don't know exactly who gets the credit for inventing lockout lines. It's a slightly complicated variant, so maybe it hasn't caught on all that much, but then we've been doing Dutch flatmates quite a lot on the channel lately, so what do I know? Anyway, I will explain the rules of lockout lines in this puzzle when we get there in a moment. I do want to tell you that there is still time to have a go at the Rostam Labours Hunt on Patreon, that there are crosswords and connections videos there, that we've got all sorts of other things going on in our apps. We've got line Sudoku of various sorts, and we've got Fog of War and the Worms. Those are some of the longer lines that ever exist. We've also, of course, got SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD linked under the video, along with the first link, which is to this puzzle. Now, not only did, I think, Riff Clown mention the anniversary to us, but somebody else sent this to us with a recommendation. And we're going to have a look at this. Lockout Lines Turn 4, it's called. Riff Clown, I have to mention before I do the rules, Riff Clown, along with Alex and Tallcat, have been doing wonderful, sterling work as the moderators on our streaming, particularly when we've been doing the Blueprints game yet, which very understandably gets people screaming at the screen about the things we're missing and typing in furiously. And unfortunately, those comments have to be deleted because we wanted to play the whole game without spoilers. I mean, when I say the whole game, the target seemed to be finding room 46, and we did that, and we're very proud of doing that. And I don't even know if we're going to go back into the Blueprints land or not. That is to be decided. But it's been great fun. Really want to thank the moderators for looking after the chat. And yeah, Riff Clown, very prominent amongst those. If Alex and Tallcat want to send in a puzzle, we'll certainly consider it very hard. But this one's by Riff Clown, and the rules are as follows. Normal Sudoku rules apply 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. We get some given digits today. That's a bit of a rarity in puzzles lately. Now, digits on blue lines cannot be between or equal to the digits in the diamonds at the ends of the line. And the digits in the diamonds at the end of the line must differ by at least 4. So these two, for instance, could be a 2 and a 7, but then every digit on the line would have to be locked out by 2 and 7, i.e. it couldn't be 2, 7, or anything in between them. So every digit on the line in that case would have to be 1, 8, or 9, which I think is just possible. So it might be that that is a 2-7 pair. That's the sort of thing we're going to have to find out when we tackle this puzzle. It does say a diamond terminates a line segment. I don't know quite why we need that to be explicit. It seems fairly clear to me, but maybe I'm missing some nuance that somebody might interpret. Anyway, give this a go on that first link under the video if you fancy it. I am going to start now. Let's get cracking. Let's see how we do. There's quite a few given digits, all even in this top row. Now, what does that mean? There are 3 digits locked out. So these not only have to be 4 apart, they have to lock out 3 digits. So there are 3 digits outside the scope of these two. And there are 3 digits, if they're 4 apart, they could be 1 and 5. There are 3 digits inside the scope of these two. So I think there's 1 degree of freedom in terms of the difference between them. They are either, but given all these even digits, I think maybe these are going to have to be 4 apart and both odd. If they were 5 apart, one of them would be even and would be a 6, and the other one would be a 1. So this could be a 1-6 pair. And then these digits would be 7, 8, 9. That is possible, actually. 1 there, 6 here, and 7, 8, 9 here. But if that's not the case, these are 4 apart and both odd. They could be 5 and 9. No, these would be 1, 3, and 4 because they couldn't include 2. They could be 1 and 5. These would be from 6, 7, 8, 9. And if they were 3 and 7, these would be from, well, they would be 1, 8, 9. Oh, I don't know. I mean, this wasn't the right line to start with because there is a lot of choice left. Okay, these two have to be 4 apart, but there are 4 digits locked out because these 4 are all on the line and are all different because they're all in column 8. So that is the maximum. 2 digits, 3 that are between them, and 4 that are locked out. That's 9 digits. That's the full run of Sudoku digits. So these are separate by 4. There is a difference of 4 between those, and they don't include an even digit, therefore, because 8 and 6 are gone in the column. So this can't be 2, 6 or 4, 8. So both of these are odd. They're either 1, 5, 3, 7 or 5, 9. But then the locked out digits, well, they're not 1, 5, because 6 and 9 would be locked out digits, and in this column 6 and 9 are gone. If they were 3, 7, these digits would be 1, 2, 8, 9, and that would clash with that. So they are 9 and 5. These locked out digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, and everything on this line is 1, 2, 3 or 4. In that box, it's a 1, 3, 4 triple. This is part of a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad in the row now. I'm literally going to pencil mark everything. So those ones can't be 4. That one can't be 2, and the same with that one. What else? This digit, 1, 2, 3 or 4 there, I suppose. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are done in this column. 9 and 6. Everything else is 5, 7 or 8. That digit is 5 or 7. Now, in this box, these locked out digits are not low. We can't have 1, 2, 3 or 4 on these. So these are selected from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that means they are not locked out by these. Hang on, what does it mean? No, it means they are locked out by these. These are high. In fact, these two, this digit sees 1, 1, 3, 4, 2, 6, 9, 7. That's 5 or 8. This one sees enough that it is 5, 7 or 8. So if there was a 5 on the line, I don't think 5 can ever be on one of these lines. How could that be? That couldn't be locked out, could it? Yeah, I've probably learned that before in the past. 5 can never be on one of these lines because you can't get 2 digits that are 4 apart, at least, that are both higher or both lower. So 5 is never on the line. So in fact, this is a definite 8. There's our first digit after 5 and a bit minutes. That's a 7. These other digits are 5, 6, and 9, but 5 can never go on a line. I think I've just worked that out. 5 can go in a diamond, but it can't go on the line cells. So this locked out digit is 6 or 9. 8 and 7 are also locked out. So these don't involve a high digit like 9. I think they're going to have to be 1 and 6. Yeah, 3 and nothing. Yeah, they are. 1 and 6. That's a 9. That's a 6. Here we go. So in this row, we've now got a 5. That's a 7. Take that out of those cells. This digit is a 3. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spot. Light losing its religion. Now, This can't be 4. I've only just noticed. One of those is a 4. Oh yeah, we've got 4 here. 5, 8, 6, 4, 2. Oh, 6 is locked out of this line. Right, then none of these can be high, 9, 8, or 7. In fact, they have to be a 1, 5 pair to have 6 locked out at all. Oh, that's huge. Okay, so that's a 1, 5 pair. There's no 1 in these cells. That is a 1. That's going to fix a lot of things very quickly. This becomes a 1 because of that 3, 4 pair. This is now 4. That's 2. This is just Sudoku. This is not allowed to be 1. And it ignores this because it sees the 1, 5 pair in the column. Oh, so does the diamond at the top. That becomes 6. This becomes 1. I hope I've understood this rule set right. That seems to be a naked single. It sees a 2, 3 pair in the column and a 1, 5 pair. And then 4, 6, 7, 9 in the box. There's only 1 digit left. That is an 8. That is now 9 because it can't be 7. And that's the 7 in the column. That seems to be a naked single as well. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 in the box, 7, 9 in the row. And we're cruising suddenly. In this row, that's a 5. This is 2 or 3. We haven't really looked at this line yet. I will do that in a moment, but I'm getting so much joy elsewhere in the puzzle. It's almost not very necessary. I mean, I know it sounds arrogant. I can't help that. 8, 6, 2, 5, 9. So the remaining digits in the column are 1, 3, 4, 7. That one can't be a 7. This one can't be a 4. But we've also got a 1, 3, 4, 7 quad in the box. So the 5 in the box goes there. This is an 8, 9 pair. That fixes 7 here, 9 there. This group of cells is now known to be 1, 2, 4 in the column. That becomes 3. We are flying today. Feels a bit like beast mode all day. 1, 4, looking at that cell, becomes a 3. 6, 7, 8 here. I can fill them in. Well, this has been very surprising. This is going to be one of my shortest videos in ages, I think. Be interested to know how you all got on. I mean, I'm not finished, but I'm going to finally I'm going to think about this line, which has got 1 and 5 in the diamond. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9 that are locked out. Those two see 7 and 8, so that's a 6, 9 pair. This one sees 6, 7, 9, so that's an 8. These two see 6. This one sees 6, 7, 8, so that's a 9. This one now sees 6, 9, 7, so it's an 8. That 9 has sorted out the 9, 6 pair. I mean, do tell me if you think my explanations have been deficient. I think I've been explaining everything as I go along, and it's been to my own satisfaction. But I could just be cooking with gas today, so who knows? 7. We need a 7 by Sudoku here, and that might tell us about this line. If 7 is locked out, these, well, they couldn't be 9 or 8 anyway. So we have to select from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we have to have a difference of at least 4. So one of them is going to have to be a 1, and the other one is going to be 5 or 6. And if there's a 1 in one of those cells, there isn't in those two, they're a 2, 3 pair. That's a 4. 7 is looking at that cell and that cell. There's only one place for 7 in the box. Now that's a 1, that's a 4. In this row, this has to be 9, that's 8, 9 in the corner. This digit, yes, that has become done since we got 3. We get a 2 there. That sorts out 3 and 2 at the top. This is a 1. We get another 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. Well, that's 3 in the spotlight. And if you're recording a time quicker than mine, did you sing the song for the 2 3s? That's the next question. Right, 5 there. So this is a 1, 6 pair. And let's look up this column and do 2, 3. Let's look down here now and do 3, 4, 2. Then we can do this side with 2, 1, 4. This must be, no, this is done next. This pair of diamonds, 5, 9. Then this pair of diamonds, 1, 5. I don't even remember when I coloured those orange, but let's get rid of that colour. This is a 5 to complete the row. This needs a 1 and a 4. Hang on, have I got a deadly pattern? No, I've got 3 looking at that cell. 4, 3, 4, 1, 6, 1, and there we go. Well, that wasn't too bad. And loads of people have done it. Riff Clowns puzzles, always very popular. And a very nice introduction, if you like, to the Lockout Lines set. And a very symmetrically organized puzzle in terms of the lines as well. Thank you, Riff Clown, for providing that, and indeed the whole idea of Lockout Lines to the world of Sudoku. Thank you for being part of the world of Sudoku as well. Always a pleasure to have you with us. A nice approachable Lockout Lines puzzle today. And we will be back with more variant Sudoku tomorrow. Thank you so much for following the channel. It is much appreciated. Bye for now.